Good morning. Come on in and let's stretch out the biceps first. So what we have are 10 exercises, same as yesterday. 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds rest. We will run 1 through 10 and then back through 3 rounds. Go to the other side. Starting with a curl and a kickback. So we do have some rows in there which we could potentially go heavier for, but we have 2-part movement, so stick with a weight that you can curl, and let's fold it forward, pinky out and just open up. Okay, reverse the arms back. And over. Let's warm into the shoulders a little bit, although we're not directly working the shoulders today. We will be pulling overhead. Shake it out, shake it out. If there's anything else you want to do, I'll give you a couple of seconds before we start. We might have to wait for that timer to come on. So yeah, about 20 seconds here. Grab your water, sweat towel, and the weights that you're going to work with. So I'm going to have 2 options just because.
Get more out of summer with broadband that's tournament ready. Switch to EE.
And they need to drop down. If you don't have options to drop down, just take rest whenever, as and when you need it, because we do have quite a lot of biceps in here today. So we have a curl and a kickback. So curl and kickback. So have a slight tilt forward. So ordinarily, if you're able to curl and kick back with these weights, you would go a lot heavier for your back. But like I said, we have a double movement with the rowing exercise. So overhead tricep extension, 1 weight or 2, up to you. Straighten up the arms. Keep them by your ears, but drop your shoulders down. Hands come all the way back. Lift, elbows tight. We have single side kickbacks next. Fully lengthen. Okay, single side kickbacks. If you don't need the deck, you can just stand there, but I'm just going to rest my foot on the deck for these. So elbow nice and tight. This just puts you in a good position. So if you do have a deck or a stool or anything, then we switch over to the other side. Elbow stays exactly as it is. All that's moving is the forearm. So if you are standing for this one, you've just got a slight fold forward, exactly the same position, but you have support from the deck if you've got one to pull out. Then you can focus on keeping all the tension in the arm that you're working. Couple of seconds. Okay, we have hammer curls again. Same way as you used for the last bicep exercise, just straight up and down. You can really slow it down as you go down there. What I might do for the second round is sit down. So when I have that bit of an angle on the bench, I'll be able to extend my arms fully back. We have rotating curls next. So a lot of curls in here today. So we're going to be angled outwards this time. Rotate at the top, angle the arms out, lift, rotate, slowly lower it back down. We have our row next with a straight pullover. So consider the weights that you're going to use for that, because it will be the weight that you can pull over your head. It won't be your max weight for the row. And we are going with both arms. Okay, fold it forward, pull back, lift up. Whew. So the more further down you fold in this position, it's going to be better work for your back, but because we have this lift in here, we are just at a slight angle. Okay, we have row with the rear delt fly. So what you could do for this one, we're working into one side. I'll try with these weights. Okay, so pull back, drop down. There, just working into that side. Pull back to the hip, drop it down, reverse it back with an angle, so not straight out to the side, and rest. We go to the other side. Okay. Our last exercise here is going to be, I know, I got you there. You thought it was the last one. We're just going to punch overhead. So, again, like we had yesterday, our tension release. Body stays here. As you rotate round, try and get a nice big movement without rotating from the spine. Just the arm. Okay, if you wanted to grab some very, very light weights for this one, you're just punching overhead just to release any tension. So you don't need to have weights for this at all. I have a surprise for you as well. So these are kind of forming as a little bit of preparation for that. Oh, I know, you're lovely. Whew. Okay, back to the top. 2 more rounds like that. So curl and kick back. Curl, kick back. So have the slight forward fold here. Curl, kick back. I know, it's supposed to be a challenge. It's too easy to just drop down weights because you know that you're going to struggle. Instead, push yourself a little bit harder. Overhead tricep extension, 1 weight or 2. If you were just starting out with these, or you're fairly new, it's always easier to just grab 1 weight, because then when you go overhead, your arms are in the correct position. Then all you've got to think about really is elbows going forward rather than out to the side. Good. Keep it there. So, you're going to feel that work. We have our single side kick back next. So again, if you want to grab something to prop on, just to get you in the right position, do that for yourself. And then focus on the movement. Don't make it easier just for the sake of getting through it. You're not going to get anything out of that. I'd much rather you struggle and fail halfway through, or have to pick up, have to drop out for a couple of reps and come back in. That means you're working hard. It doesn't mean that you can't do it or that you shouldn't do it. It's exactly where you should be. And that's how you increase with time. So if you've picked up a heavier weight than maybe what you would have done, and you only get 4 or 5 reps, with that, you can drop down after, but get in as much as you can first. Challenge yourself, know that you're able for it, and then you're more than likely to start pushing yourself a little bit more each time. All right, hammer curls. If you wanted to add a press in here, you can, okay? Optional. Push yourself hard. Now, when we come back in tomorrow, we have mobility. So, nice and relaxed before we jump into the new week, which is where your surprise is hiding. You'll have to come back for that. Rotating curls, you might want to go a little bit lighter just because of that rotation. It works your forearms and your wrists. Probably a reason you should try and go a little heavier so you can increase the strength there. But arms are working hard today. We have the row with the overhead pull. We could do that one on the bench as well. Let's do that. Okay, you know what to do if you haven't got a bench there. Otherwise, row with the overhead pull. Again, when you isolate like this, it's just generally going to make it that little bit tougher because you don't have any of your other muscles supporting you with the movement. So it takes out the rocking or momentum that you might get when you're standing. Make it a 2-part so you can get both breaths in. And from here, we have our single arm row with a fly. So stay with the bench. Go a little bit lower, I would see. I need to drop down. This is now too heavy. Make sure you are angling back, not out to the side. It's the change of position here that you have to account for. I don't like this position with this one. I much prefer standing, but we are here now. Let's work into the other side. Then we have our punches overhead and one more run through. Okay, so I just want to show you that there are other options that you may feel more comfortable with. Or that may feel that little bit more challenging for you. We're more stable when we're standing. That's why this one feels a lot more difficult here. Also, I don't feel like I can get a good position with that row. So I've got nowhere to put my leg. Okay. All right, so you know for the next round where you want to go. You might be feeling a lot going on. Oh. Okay. Back to the top. Final round. Slight fold forward. Curl. Kick back. Curl. Kick back. Full length when you kick the arm back. Don't get lazy. Or sloppy rather. I know you're not lazy. Been rocking this program. Put in everything you've got. Sometimes we get tired. We get sloppy. So there's a difference. Okay, we have kickbacks next. Okay, drop that weight off. If you want to work with a lighter one, grab that now. Get yourself into position. Pin the elbow, lengthen, and back, lengthen. So triceps for a lot of people are like one of them stubborn areas. It takes a lot of work. Triceps, I say, are like building your legs. It takes a lot of patience, a lot of dedication, and a lot of repetition. And most people just don't do enough. So it's not about the weight in general, I would say. Even if you've got light weights, go for more repetition. That's how you're going to tighten up and build your strength as well. So we did have a couple of body weight tricep exercises in yesterday. You should feel your tricep fired even without using weights. You should feel it. If you don't, it just means you need more work in the body. You need more awareness. Hammer curls. All right, this time I am going to sit it down for this one so that I can get... See how my arms are hanging back? Now I'm going to lift them through. Reverse it back nice and slowly, get that stretch. Let them hang out there for a second. So if you have the deck, you are here. If you do not, just hammer curls, hammer curl press, hammer curl press overhead into a squat, into a lunge. Although we are not working our legs. It is tempting, it is. I know. Rotating curls. To try and hold myself back. We have our full body work coming in from Monday. We have 3 weeks of work there. I think we only have 1 day left at the end of the month. 2 days left. So I will figure out a fun challenge for you. Okay, row to overhead pull. If you're down on the bench, make your way there now. So go further back with the feet if they're in your way for your row. Then pull all the way back, pull over. Try not to be too wide with the arms as you get that pull up, pull through. Just as wide as the bench. So let that guide you. Okay. All right, I'm going to stick with rear delt flies. So I'm going to keep it here. If you're standing, you have the row and then the rear delt, or just rear delts if that's what you want to do. So just one side is working. Grab on with the other side. Open out and back down. I think I might be in a too much of an upright position. As long as you're feeling that work where you should be, I want you to keep pushing there. Remember, have that angle back. We're not coming straight out to the sides. Into the other side. And we're nearly done. Okay, last time here. Relax. So you can look over to that side if it helps you with your positioning, but don't rotate through the spine. Keep your body this way, head can turn. Open out and release. Slowly on the way back down. Open and release. We have our overhead punches. Final exercise. With or without the weights, it's up to you. You can add legs in. Or what you could do, okay, let's not get too fancy. I was gonna make it tough there. But this is just literally getting rid of the stress and loosening up after all that work we've just put in. That's it. So there's a time to push hard and there's a time to relax. This is where we relax. All right, that went really quick. All right, chuck everything off out of the way. Let's have a little stretch out. Well done. You made it. All right, that can just go off for now. Don't go running off. I want you to relax the muscles now, unless you have other things that you're jumping into. Okay. Nice. Big reach. Open sides. Hands come to the knees, open out nice and wide. Rotate. Rotate. Try and straighten out that arm if you can. So this is one you will see in our mobility. Rotate the shoulders back. Open out. Just hold it there. Bring the hands all the way behind. And let's fold it forward. Come out nice and wide with the feet. Try and drop forearms one by one if you can. So relax the shoulder down as you reach to drop the forearm if you can. Go both. Walk all the way forward. Drop the head. Really push the butt back. Lengthen through fingers. rotation in here. Feel that stretch in your lat. And walk it back up. Slowly start to bring the feet back in. We might have travelled a little bit too far there. All right, roll it up nice and slowly. Bring the arms all the way over. Well done, guys. So back tomorrow for mobility, and then we have a whole new setup moving through the month. So I hope to see you guys there. Take care. Have a great day.